we're doing the thing. Okay. Oh, hi.
Today I woke up in a strange place. I couldn't seem to find a way out. There was no door, there were no windows. Then I came across your picture.
Hey, I'm here with Trisha and Craig at Con Alt Delete. We got some art here. You want to talk a little bit about your art?
Sure thing. I've been doing art for about 2 or 3 years professionally, but otherwise I've been doing it as a hobby since I was 13, and I just kind of figured, hey, why not try to make some money off of it? I go to a lot of cons. I recently went back to college, so I haven't been able to go, to as many cons as I'd like, but we tour a lot of the Michigan circuit. We've been coming back because we have family out here.
What inspires you, and what kinds of characters do you like to draw?
I mostly focus on original character art. I've recently been branching out into fan art, but original characters is where I started, and it's where I love to, I love drawing D&D commissions for people who've never seen their characters actually realized before. So it just makes me feel happy to know that there are people who can create things and I can help be a part of that process.
Do you have a website or anything that you sell through?
We do. I'm at purpletreestudios.com, and then we also have a webcomic that is at morphe.thewebcomic.com, and we work together on that along with 2 other artists who work on a webcomic called Evil Plan.
Tell me why this is an important event for you.
I think cosplay in general is a nice way to get together and meet everybody and find more friends. And you can also share what you enjoy doing with other people. And it's also a nice way to be creative and share stories and also swap ideas of future cosplays, or even learn new genres and series and anything really.
I mean, because I'll tell you right now, I know as a cosplayer, this isn't easy. There's a lot of techniques, and there's a lot of tactics, and there's a lot of things you got to know how to do to make all this stuff that they didn't cover in high school home ec.
I didn't learn to sew until college because of cosplay.
Right, but because of this, you learn new life skills.
Yeah, definitely.
When's the last time you bought a tablecloth?
Yesterday, actually.
Okay, are you guys friends outside in real life? Did you guys become friends because of cosplay, or did you drag each other in?
Yeah, we met each other through cosplay, definitely.
Where did you guys meet at?
Early ones, ACEN 2008, I think is when we all first met. We were all cosplaying for something similar to each other, so we all just kind of joined up to talk and found out we made good friends.
So my first cosplay was Vincent Valentine from Final Fantasy VII, and she was cosplaying Hojo from Final Fantasy VII. They're not on good terms. So we were in the Expeteria, which is the restaurant right outside of the convention center. And so I was sitting there eating, and then all of a sudden I see a Hojo walk in, and I screamed Hojo and ducked under the table, and then she walked over, and then ever since then we've been friends.
Thanks so much, guys. We look forward to seeing you guys around cons, and hopefully see you guys at cons soon.
Okay, I'm here with the head of operations. His name is Elias. Now, Elias, what does it take to make all of this happen?
People, money, and a lot of interest in making this work.
Now, what are some of the challenges of getting a con off the ground?
I'd say the biggest one is financial. Once you get past the money, I'd say the next biggest obstacle is getting guests to come. But if you're successful enough to turn some kind of a profit, that will come in time.
What methods can people use, or what's the preferred method from your perspective to get people talking about this for the future?
Well, once you do the con, as long as they have a good time at the con, you don't have too many problems and like we provide the con suite. People enjoy that. They have a lot of good things to say about the con, so they say, oh yeah, I went to this con and I had a lot of fun. We run a total of 6 conventions at current, 2 in Minneapolis, Minnesota, 1 in Peoria. That's a month from now. It's Anime Zap. In July, we run Anime Midwest in Rosemont, and there's one in Iowa, Anime Zing.
So what's the best way for people to get that knowledge and kind of keep up with which cons are coming up and what's happening?
We have a website that talks about all of them. We have a separate website for each con, and we have a Facebook page which will talk about specific cons but also mention stuff that the other cons are doing.
Which is?
The Facebook pages are the names of the cons, usually. You can search for the con name on Facebook, and you'll find it.
And was the central website, or?
The central website is listed at the bottom of every page as the trademark. It's animecon.org.
Great. Well, I appreciate your time and all of your work to put this together.
All right, well, we're still covering Con Alt Delete, and I'm here with Emily. And Emily, you work at one of the dealers, correct?
Yep, I'm working for one of the artists. I'm his assistant today. He's actually one of my dear friends, and he's been going to hundreds, literally hundreds of cons.
Would you say that cons are a big part of what his business is about?
His business is about reaching out to the people, trying to really get his idea across, because people here are a little bit more enthusiastic about things. You've got people that are showing their love for something in a unique way, and that, I think, is how powerful cons are, is because you've got a big group of people showing how much they love something.
We are, without a doubt, a more engaged audience than any other kind of audience. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that, but you don't even have to dress up to be engaged. Because I normally go to cons and I don't dress up. I kind of just wear something that I like, or I'll wear a Slytherin shirt, or I'll just wear a shirt that is representing something that I love. But I don't have to dress up and go all out and spend hundreds of dollars on building a cosplay to just do something that I want to do.
I agree. Super cool. I appreciate you talking to us. I know you got to get back to work. We'll come and see you in the dealer's room.
All right, thanks. We'd love to see you.
What do you think?
So we can have them done within an hour or two. Usually.
Right?
Yeah. Why don't you tell me who you are and a little bit about what your characters are?
Okay, well, my name's Taylor. I am cosplayed as Hungry from Hitalia. Anime is about Italy and how he grows up with other countries and how he lives, and he's obsessed with pasta.
My name is Jeanette. I am cosplaying as Belarus from Hitalia. She is one of the Soviet Union countries. She wants to marry her brother for some reason, and she's kind of a psychopath, they kind of say. Okay. But she can calm down at some points, so that's the really fun thing about her.
So what do you guys think of this convention so far?
This convention has been a lot of fun. It's a smaller convention, so we're able to talk to the people who like the same animes or books or TV shows that we do. And it's very nice to be welcomed into an area where people won't judge you, because everyone deals with bullies and people who dislike them for what they like.
Any thoughts on the con so far?
I love it. It's my first con. I just, every time I think about it, I'm like, oh my goodness, and I was so happy, and I couldn't sleep much last night. I was like, oh my goodness. And I actually had a few conversations with some cosplayers. We were all like huddled around a coffee table and we're all just talking for about an hour, so it was pretty fun.
Awesome. Well, I hope you guys have a good time for the rest of the convention, and thanks for talking to us. We appreciate it.
All right, we're here at the first Con Alt Delete, and it's got a big corporate sponsor. We're here to talk Tony Stark. How you doing?
Good. How are you feeling today?
Outstanding. I know that later we're going to get a sneak preview of the Arc Reactor, and I'm really excited about that. I mean, tech news is something we're very interested in.
This isn't something I do a whole lot, so you better feel pretty special.
We feel very special. In reality, who I'm talking to, this is Erica. Erica is the VP of the con. So if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to ask you to break character for a second and talk to me with your con hat on.
Yes.
And I'd like to know about Con Alt Delete. Tell me more about why you guys decided to start Con Alt Delete and what's really driving force behind this con.
Well, the driving force behind this con specifically is we do a bigger Chicago con in the summer called Anime Midwest. And this is just kind of an in-between con to give the people of Chicago something to go to when Midwest and ASIN isn't going on, because those are the two big name ones. And frankly, some people can't afford to go to the big ones. So this is kind of a little taste of what you'll get if you go to Midwest.
What do you think is the most important thing that people that aren't participating in the con experience need to know about to drive them to be here?
Oh, I think it would just be the amazing energy that you get from just walking into a con. But if I had to talk about this con versus any other con, it's just the amazing panels we have, like Dante's Fabulous Date Auction, Whose Line that was earlier today, our Masquerade, which is what's going on behind us right now. It's being set up. But we just have such a fun program book schedule set up, and everyone's been really excited.
I would say it's been a fun con for us. It is a smaller con right now, but I personally like the intimacy.
I do too. Anime Zap, which we're doing next month down in Peoria, is actually my favorite con. It's going on its 5th year. And it's a smaller, it's always been a smaller con. This is the first year that we're having actual guests. But it's my baby con, and I do enjoy the intimacy of it, because when you go to a big con and you meet someone, you'll see them one time at a panel and then never again for the rest of the weekend. At a smaller con, you can actually interact with people on a one-on-one basis, have inside jokes, make references to earlier panels, and that's just my kind of comedy.
Thank you so much for talking with us, and thank you for helping putting this con on. We really appreciate everything you guys are doing.
We do it because we're con goers, we're anime fans, we're gamers. Obviously, we enjoy doing it, and we like seeing the con goers have a good time, which is why we do it.
Do it. There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Now that's worth the price of admission right there all by itself. That's what fandom's about. Fandom is about having the ability and the willingness. Did I miss time? Well, I don't know who you are, you makeup man. Why don't you tell me who you are?
I am Michael McKinney.
So tell me about your projects and what's going on with you.
Well, I work a lot with the Manic Expression community, which is a community of bloggers and video producers who have banded together for the purpose of producing their own content. You can go to our website, manic-expression.com. It's a wonderful place. We're always working on something, so if you want to just come to check our stuff out, that's great. If you want to help out, we always need it.
We're here at Con Alt Delete, and it's the inaugural Con Alt Delete. How do you feel about this con so far?
It's a really fascinating con, because so far as I know, this is only the first year that it's been in operation, and already so many people have shown up. It really shows just how much passion people have for this kind of stuff. It's amazing.
I got one last question I've got to ask.
All right.
Why so serious?
Because you're watching me.
That's the goodish answer.